All right, good evening, everyone. My name is Aaron Stang, Senior Associate Athletic Director here at UB. It's a pleasure to welcome you to our 2024 Student Athlete Graduation Celebration. Joining me on stage tonight are members of our executive staff, our head coaches, and our Student Athlete Success staff. Together, we are honored to recognize the remarkable achievements of our amazing graduating student athletes alongside their friends and families. Recently, much of the discussion surrounding college athletics is centered on the evolving landscape of collegiate sports. Whether it be NIL, the transfer portal, or conference realignment, it's become clear that the future of college athletics will look different from here on out. However, what isn't being talked about and what isn't going to change is the reason we're all here tonight. Because in the grand scheme of things, what the student athletes here tonight and in the future are going to remember are not the changes I mentioned. You will remember the shared experiences, the bonds forged with teammates, the trials faced both collectively and individually, the setbacks, the triumphs, and all the small moments in between. These are the elements that define your time here, the ones you'll cherish most, all leading up to this momentous occasion preparing you for the journey ahead. We have a total of 82 student athletes earning their degrees between this past fall and spring semesters. And among them, we're delighted to have 58 here with us in attendance today. Your time here has been marked by numerous athletic and academic accolades. Together, you've collectively contributed to the 7th highest department GPAs in UB Athletics history, with an impressive 13 teams achieving their highest ever team GPA during your tenure. Among you are MAC champions, All-Americans, national qualifiers, and UB record holders. To all the student athlete graduates joining us today, please stand and be recognized for your exceptional achievements. As you're well aware, behind every successful student athlete, there's a dedicated support system. Countless individuals work tirelessly to ensure you have the resources and guidance needed to thrive in both academics and athletics. Joining us on stage to my right are head coaches, executive staff, and faculty athletic representative. Together, they embody a culture of integrity, inclusivity, and excellence within our department and across campus, all aimed at ensuring our student athletes have the best experience possible. To my left are members of our Office of Student Athlete Success, all who dedicate their time to provide the support and resources that helped you in getting this point tonight. We're incredibly grateful to have a staff that we know would do anything for any of our student athletes to help them be successful. All of these individuals on stage and many more truly make a difference in the lives of our UB student athletes. Please join me in thanking them for all that they do. Last but certainly not least, I'd also like to recognize all the family and friends of our graduates that have come here tonight from all over the world. Without your support, we know a lot of this isn't possible. Thank you for all that you do, and thank you for trusting us to take care of your son, daughter, and loved one these past few years. Student athletes, let's show our appreciation for them with a round of applause. Now, it is with great pleasure that I'd introduce our honorary student athlete speaker, Juliana Lopez. Hailing from Sacramento, California, Juliana has been an integral part of the UB volleyball team since 2022. This week, she will be graduating with a remarkable 3.81 overall GPA, attaining a Bachelor's of Science in Business Administration. Throughout her time here, Juliana has epitomized what it means to be a student athlete. Due to her tireless efforts in the classroom and on the court, she recently was named one of 2 student athletes nominated for the Clifford C. Furness Award, UB's most prestigious recognition for outstanding performance in both academics and athletics. Her head coach, Scott Smith, has this to say about her. Juliana has a quiet confidence about her and an infectious smile that made me think she was always enjoying herself here at UB. She truly embodied our program values, showing the courage to speak up when things weren't going great. She was an incredible team player and really connected with everyone, coaches included. She is not one to showboat or brag about her own accomplishments, which were plentiful, and always recognized her teammates for their good play. She has emerged as one of the truly great people to graduate from our program. With that being said, it's my pleasure to introduce Juliana Lopez.
Hello, class of 2024. Congratulations on making it to this day. Although our paths getting to UB were different, we all came together to fulfill our athletic and academic dreams, continuing UB Athletics' tradition of building champions. From the first day of walking into kindergarten, while holding our parents' hand and wearing our oversized backpacks, we unknowingly began our path to become Division I student athletes. Since then, we have gone through highs and lows, including the unforgettable COVID-19 pandemic that derailed our lives and cost us the movie-like high school graduation we always dreamed of. But as with most things in life, we held our heads high and continued to pursue the dreams our younger selves created. As someone's path that was anything but ordinary, I can confidently say that coming to UB has been one of the best decisions that I've made. As I look back, I remember the excitement I felt getting recruited to play the sport I love in a state I always dreamed of living in, New York. But with all the factors that came with starting college during COVID, my family and I decided the situation wasn't the best decision. So I looked to the next best option, attending school in Hawaii. So I left my hometown in California to attend university in Hawaii for my freshman year. By the middle of the year, I knew God had a different plan for me. I then transferred to a junior college in California, where I was fortunate enough to win a state championship and complete my associate's degree. From there, I knew I wasn't ready to give up on my dream of playing at a higher level. And as luck may have it, I was blessed with the opportunity to become a part of the UB women's volleyball family. Although it was nerve-wracking to transfer for a second time, my nerves began to quickly fade as I was met with the funniest, most caring, and supportive team who would soon become my best friends. I will never forget all the locker room conversations or the countless dip nights. And breaking some program records wasn't too bad either. I am forever grateful to the memories we have made and the ones still to come. Thank you for making this experience better than I could have ever imagined. There were also many others who made my time at UB so special. To my coaches, I don't think I will ever be able to explain the gratitude I have for you for providing me with the opportunity of a lifetime. Thank you, Scott, Delaney, and Aaron, for your unwavering support in creating a serving chart for visual learners like myself, even though I still seem to mess it up all season. To LD for not only taking care of our physical needs, but going above and beyond when it came to our personal well-being. Our conversations will always be some of my favorites, but don't expect them to end just because I'm gone. And for anyone looking for the best listener one could talk to, her number is 71, just kidding. Thank you, Mangle, for pushing us past our limits, although I can't say I will miss the salt bike. To Amari and Kelly for being the best support staff a team could ask for. And finally, to my family and best friend at home who answered all the middle of the day or late night phone calls, whether I was stressing about school or just wanted to tell them a minor detail of my day. I am sure all of you here can look back on your time as a student athlete, as challenging as it may have been, and appreciate all the early mornings and late nights that were a part of our journey. An experience that few can say they had the privilege to be a part of. We can always remember UB as a place where we met lifelong friends, had coaches that became family, and created unforgettable memories we can cherish for the rest of our lives. As we leave this chapter of our lives behind and look towards our bright futures ahead, don't forget, as the actress Kerry Washington once said, your life is your story, and the adventure ahead of you is a journey to fulfill your own purpose and potential. It is easy to feel afraid for what's in front of us, but just as we overcame our fears going into college, we will overcome these as well. And last but not least, remember, we are all in this together, because once a bull, always a bull.
Thank you, Juliana. Great job. We would now like to start recognizing our 2024 graduates and distributing their student athlete stoles. Stoles are meant to be worn at this weekend's commencement and signify all of the amazing achievements you have accomplished here as a student athlete. This year, we are introducing a blue stole with white lettering to signify those student athletes who have earned an advanced degree. In addition, you will each receive a UB Bulls Padfolio to be used in your future career endeavors. Graduates and stoles will be presented by sport and announced by our academic advisors. When announced, we would like all the graduates from each team to come down all at once and stand to the right of the stage, and for their coach and sport administrator to stand with us. Prior to leaving the stage, please pause momentarily for a photo with your coach and administrator. To get started, I would like to welcome our Assistant AD for Student Athlete Enrichment, Dr. Melanie Blizz, to the podium.
Good evening. My name is Melanie Blizz, and at this time I would like to welcome our women's basketball graduates to stand at the right of the stage and welcome head coach Becky Burke, Director of Athletics Mark Allnut, and Deputy Athletic Director Deanne Keller to join us at the front of the stage. All right, graduating from women's basketball we have Brianna Barron, Masters of Public Health. Kiara Johnson, Education Studies, Masters. And Chella Watson, Sociology. Congratulations.
Usually goes pretty fast. What? You're fine.
All right, please welcome our women's basketball head coach Becky Burke to say a few words.
All right, our three graduates. KJ, here we are again. I was hoping you would take your 10th year, but since you're not, I'm super proud of you, super thankful for what you've given this program the last 2 years. You are not only one of my favorite players of all time, you are one of my favorite people of all time. I'm excited for our relationship to continue into friendship now. Here in Buffalo, I know you're going to go on and do great things. I'm proud of you. I love you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Chella Watson, you are not one of the best players in the country to me. You are not the 5th leading scorer in the country. You are not an All-American to me. You are family to me. And I can't talk too long about you because I will cry. This is by far your most impressive accomplishment. I cannot wait to watch you walk across that stage. I'm so proud of you. I love you, and I'm very thankful for you. Bree, I'm going to miss our little moments. I'm going to miss giving you a hard time every day. You were a dream, and I'm so thankful for what you brought to our program. I'm thankful for the teammate that you were, for the player that you were for us, and the selflessness for the last 2 years that you provided our program. So, Bree, I know you're going to be an incredibly successful young woman, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. So you three, I'm so proud of you guys. I genuinely love you guys. I'm thankful for you. Thanks for everything you've done for our program. And Bree and KJ, I hope you guys are watching Chella ball out next year and help us raise the bar again. So thank you guys so much. Appreciate you. Love you.
Hi everyone, my name is Christina Sipior and I am the academic advisor for swimming and diving and wrestling. I would now like to welcome our swimming and diving graduates to the stage and invite head coach Andy Basher and senior associate athletic director Sharon Sanford to join us. Graduating from swimming and diving, we have Clarice Fisher with her BS in the Nursing Accelerated program. Casey Keeney with her BS in the Traditional Nursing program. Mariah Vandermast with her BA in Psychology and a minor in Law and Criminology. And lastly, from swimming and diving, we have Grace Wood with her BA in Biological Sciences. Please welcome head coach Andy Basher to say a few words.
Good evening, everyone. I just want to thank these four fine, outstanding young women for the dedication, the hard work that you have provided to the team. You know, Clarice, we're going to miss your enthusiasm, you know, practice anywhere. You're just the smile. Mariah, we're going to miss your personality, the goofiness that you bring, making everybody laugh. Casey, we're going to miss your competitiveness. And Grace, we're going to miss your spirit that you bring to meets and practice and things like that. So I wish you guys all the best. I know you're going to go on and be very successful with what you choose to do. So good luck and go Bulls.
I would now like to welcome our wrestling graduates to the stage and also invite Associate Athletic Director and Sports Administrator John Fuller to join us. Graduating from wrestling, we have Thomas Maddox with his BA in Social Science Interdisciplinary. Samuel Mitchell with his BA in Criminology and a minor in Counseling. And lastly, from wrestling, we have Robert Unruh with his BS in Biochemistry. Please welcome Associate AD John Fuller to say a few words.
All right, guys, it's been a privilege to work with you guys over your careers here at UB. Your development not only as wrestlers, but as young men has been great to watch over the years. Sam, the evolution of your haircuts alone have been very memorable. In all seriousness, you should be proud of the fact that over your careers in the lineup, our team has had a winning MAC record in duels every season. You're the first class to accomplish that in program history, and this includes a program best 7-2 mark back in 2022. So we thank you for all you've done to elevate UB wrestling, and we wish you the absolute best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Sarah Schneer, and I'm the Assistant Director of Student Athlete Success. I would now like to welcome our volleyball graduates to the right of the stage and invite Head Coach Scott Smith and Senior Associate Athletic Director Kelly Cruttenden to join us. Graduating from volleyball, we have Maureen Kalandi, finishing a master's in engineering science. Emily Davis, graduating with a degree in statistics while minoring in public health. Emma Gielis, finishing a degree in business administration. Stacia Galilee, who majored in criminology and minored in counseling. Juliana Lopez, who is graduating with a degree in business administration. And last, Haley Montoya, who's graduating with a bachelor's in psychology. Now please welcome head coach Scott Smith to say a few words.
Just a few. This is one of our largest graduating classes and one of the most successful to play volleyball at UB. Their careers began with two of the most difficult and challenging years the program has ever faced, so it was only fitting to finish with two of the best seasons UB has ever seen. They were the 2023 MAC regular season runner-up, achieving back-to-back conference tournament semifinal appearances, back-to-back invitations to the National Invitational Volleyball Championships, the first ever East Division Championship title, the most Mid-American Conference wins, and the first ever win over an SEC opponent when they swept Missouri on the road. They've absolutely raised the bar and are leaving the program in a much better place. Thank you all.
I would now like to welcome our women's tennis graduates up to the stage and invite head coach Kristen Maines and senior associate AD Brian Brada to join us. Graduating with her engineering science master's is Amber Amat. Mariana Carvajal Torres with a bachelor's in communication. and Lelina Skiedakasedas, who's completed a combined degree of Industrial Engineering BS and MBA. Please welcome head coach Kristen Maines to say a few words.
All right, thank you, UB Athletics, for putting on this wonderful athletic graduation. It's become such a wonderful tradition. Thank you to my 3 graduating seniors and graduate students that are here this evening, and to Lelina's family who have joined us all the way from Mexico. To be a Division I athlete is no easy task, and to be a student and Division I athlete is unique, and these 3 ladies right here are exceptional. Ambi, Lolina, and Mariana, I am extremely proud of your achievements. You came here with wide eyes and big dreams, and over the course of the past 4 to 5 years, we have had challenges, adventures, and countless achievements. You handled the pros and the cons with grace and leadership. I thank you for your contributions to our team and the university. Forever a Bull, and always an open door in Buffalo. Go Bulls.
I would now like to welcome our soccer graduates to the stage and invite head coach Sean Burke and Deanne Keller to join us. Graduating from soccer, we have Emma Anderson, completing a BS in biomedical science. Laura Bogner with a bachelor's in mathematics. Ashley Fortunate, who double majored in criminology and psychology. Ashlyn O'Shea, who majored in psychology and minored in coaching. And Leah Wengender, who majored in business administration and minored in architecture. Now please welcome head coach Sean Burke to say a few words.
First, I want to take an opportunity to thank Sarah for everything that you do for our team. You know, again, obviously celebrating graduation, our athletes would be lost without you. So big round of applause for Sarah and everything she does for our athletes. You know, when I look at these graduates, I hope you're as proud of yourself as we are, right? When you think of everything that you've had to endure during your time, right? We have a couple of you sitting there that managed to do all of this in 3 years. Lucky enough to get actually fortunate coming back. But we talk all the time about how hard college athletics is, the demand, what we ask of you, and it's not for everybody, right? And you see a lot of people come and go. This group right here is perseverance, and what they've, a lot was taken from you in your college experience, right? With COVID and quarantines, right? And some things didn't go our way, but you crushed it in the classroom. Again, like I said, to have multiple athletes sitting here doing it in 3 years. But the best thing, and that no one can ever take away from you, is you're all leaving here as MAC champions. All right, well done.
Good evening. My name is Marcy Barbarick, and I am an academic advisor for football. At this time, I would like to welcome our football graduates to the stage and welcome head coach Pete Lembo to join us. Graduating from football, we have Tad Barr, Mathematics BA. CJ Bazile, Criminology BA with a Communication minor. Evan Davis, Criminology BA with a Psychology minor. Sean Dolak, Communication BA. Tyler Doty, Communication BA. Trey Hines, Sociology BA. Kaylin Shepard, Sociology BA. Caleb Tate, Criminology BA. Now please welcome head coach Pete Lembo to say a few words.
Thank you. It's a privilege to be a part of this event for the first time, and humbling too, knowing that I have not been here very long and haven't had as much to do with these guys walking across the stage. But that doesn't mean I'm any less proud of them and excited for them and happy for them and for all of you. Getting to know so many of the student athletes this spring and watching so many different games and contests and so forth. This place is a special place, and I know it's not easy to get this degree here in any of your majors. The thing I'm most excited about is that almost every single guy that just walked across this stage is coming back this coming season. And they've been such a pleasure to work with this spring. I'm just so impressed with their character and their work ethic and their commitment to this place, and the fact that they are coming back and trusting a new coaching staff. That means an awful lot. And for Sean to be coming back and finishing up his career at UB, that's very special too. So I can't thank you guys enough, and I hope you enjoy the next few days and this time with your family and your friends, and looking forward to getting back to work with many of you here in a couple of weeks. Thanks so much.
Good evening. My name is Mary Claire Kuhn, and I am our academic advisor for softball, men's tennis, track and field, and cross country. At this time, I would like to welcome our softball graduates to the stage and also invite head coach Mike Riegel to join us. Graduating from softball, we have Karina Catalano, Health and Human Services BA with a minor in Counseling and Psychology. Madison Furneman, Psychology BS. Sarah Kelly, Public Health BS with a minor in Nutrition and Sociology. Alexis Lucician, Exercise Science BS with a minor in Nutrition and Coaching. Julia Tarantino, History and Social Studies Combined BA with a minor in Counseling. Please welcome head coach Mike Riegel to say a few words.
This year we had 6 softball players in our graduating class. 5 are here tonight. All have accomplished some wonderful things both on and off the playing field, but most importantly, they're all great individuals and each will be missed. Some of their accomplishments, Karina was a team captain, Sarah, 3-time academic All-MAC team, Madison Furneman, 2-year captain, 3-time academic All-MAC team, Julia Tarantino, 2024 softball All-MAC team, 3-time academic All-MAC team. Alexis Lucician, 4-year team captain, 4-year All-MAC softball team, 4-time academic All-MAC team. Ladies, thank you for everything you've done for the softball program, and we wish you nothing but great years ahead.
I would now like to welcome our men's tennis graduates and invite head coach Lee Nickel to join us. Graduating from men's tennis, we have Finn McNamara, Biomedical Engineering BS. And Ryan Thompson, Psychology BA. Please welcome head coach Lee Nickel to say a few words.
First off, I'd like to say thank you to the whole academic staff. This is a wonderful event. MC, thank you so much for all you did for us this year. Appreciate it. Finn, Ryan, you guys are two of my favorites, and don't let your coaches say there's no favorites. We have favorites. We're going to miss you guys very much. Finn will go down as one of the best doubles players we've ever had. Unfortunately, Ryan, I know you're undefeated in doubles in dual matches, but Finn will take the cake, his 4th all time. Very impressed. Classroom-wise, just unbelievable. Didn't have to worry one bit about you, which made my life easy. I appreciate it. But most proud of just watching you two grow into the men that you are. I know you're going to be super successful after you're done, and we'll be hitting you up for money, for sure. Go Bulls.
Last but very much not least, I would like to welcome all of our men's and women's cross country and track and field graduates to the stage, and also invite head coach Vicki Mitchell to join us. Graduating from men's and women's cross country and track and field, firstly we have Humphrey Banful, Public Health MPH. Sheila Banusi, Computer Engineering BS. Jade Dennis, English BA. Jean Deser, Exercise Science, BS. Jermaine Ewers, Computer Engineering BS. Chloe Freeland, Sociology BA. Kevin Gabalski, Exercise Science BS. Alexia Hedgeko, Business Analytics MS. William Marchant, Computer Science BS. Johann Matzel, Data Sciences and Applications MPS. Sean O'Brien, Mechanical Engineering BS. Elizabeth Powers, Exercise Science BS with a minor in Public Health. Jenna Reed, Accounting MS. Amani St. Clair, Architecture BS. Trevasia Singletary, Exercise Science and Physical Therapy DPT. Quinn Smith, Communication BA. Jonathan Surde, Electrical Engineering BS. And lastly, Emily Tate, Psychology BA. Please welcome head coach Vicki Mitchell to say a few words.
Good evening, and thank you, MC and our administration, for this event, and congratulations to all of our student athletes. You guys are in for a treat tonight. I have about a 2-minute speech prepared for each one of our student athletes. So sit back, go get a cup of coffee if you need it. No, just kidding, just kidding. Keep it nice and short. Our graduating men and women have worked extremely hard, just as the rest of you have, with balancing your academic and athletic successes. They leave our program better than when they came in as freshmen. And they recently experienced among our best performances ever at the MAC Championships, and much of that is due to this group of men and women. And I was told I'm not allowed to cry tonight, so I'm really working on not doing that. This group will be remembered as incredible leaders, setting the bar higher for our program and for our university. And as we know, we're going to be sending them off with a fantastic education from the University at Buffalo. We're excited to see what they bring with their future and know that they're always welcome back as Bulls. Thank you, guys.
Let's give one last round of applause for all of our 2024 student athlete graduates. To close our graduate celebration, please welcome our Vice President and Director of Athletics, Mark Allnut.
Good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I'd like to thank Aaron Stang, Melanie Blizz, and just the outstanding academic support team we have here to be able to support our young men and women, obviously through their pursuits for their degree, and really putting together such a fine event like this. Obviously it's kind of like a walkthrough, prior to the real commencement. So let's give this fabulous group a hand. Leadership is about the people you surround yourself with, and I'm very fortunate and blessed to have an outstanding group of people to my right, our executive team, also our head coaches that, obviously, they definitely understand what it is to be a collegiate student athlete. They definitely understand the term student athlete, and you've heard so many accolades on the field, the court, or whatever the pursuit might be, but most importantly for these folks is a night like tonight. And what leads this weekend and be able to walk out of here with a degree from a top institution, University of Buffalo, which is going to open so many doors for you as we move forward. So I'd like to just give a hand to our coaches and exec staff here. Thank you for all that you do. Let's talk about the journey. Who here graduates out here? Who graduated in 2020? Who was a high school graduate in 2020? Raise your hand. There's a few out there. You didn't have opportunity to do this in 2020. You worked so hard, as a young person, through elementary school, junior high, high school. You've seen the classes above you. You have family members that might have graduated, other loved ones that might have graduated, and you wait your opportunity to walk across that stage at high school, and that opportunity was taken away from you. And life changed as we know it. It was, obviously tough times, but there was plenty of things that we learned from it, plenty of things that we adapted from it, and things that we continue to utilize from that. Zoom is something else, right? Never heard of Zoom prior to 2020. We Zoom all the time, right now. But here's an opportunity for something that's not going to be taken away from you, for you to don, your gown, your cap, and more importantly, that student athlete stole as you walk across stage during the commencement that you're going to have. Because here's what people are going to notice with that stole that you have on. And when I say people, let me be more specific. Let's talk about our president, Dr. Satish Tripathi, who's going to shake your hand. Or let's talk about our provost, Dr. Scott Weber, who's going to shake your hand. First and foremost, I've been around so many institutions, been around so many presidents, so many provosts. They get athletics. They get what it is to be a student athlete. They understand the hard work that you've put in to try to balance everything, to perform your best in the classroom, but also perform your best, whether it's here in Alumni Arena, whether it's UB Stadium, or whatever the venue of choice is. So when you walk across stage, head held high, chest puffed out a little bit, and shake their hand, I know they're going to say thank you. Thank you for what you did for UB. Thank you for what you brought to UB. Thank you for the pride that you brought to the university community and also Western New York. It's going to be a sincere thank you. So wear that stole with pride, because they understand the workload. They understand, the priorities that you have in place. They understand what you learn from time management skills as you move forward. Going back to that journey, I know there's several here that, we're so excited. You're going to come back and have an extra year or two of eligibility, which is fantastic. It's a life journey. And this 4 years that you've had, maybe some, 3, maybe some more, 5, has been something that's going to really prepare you for your next step in life. And what I mean by that is there's definitely been highs. We've heard about some MAC championships, MAC champions, bowl game wins, individual champions, national qualifiers, all the sort in sport. We've heard about that, okay? There's also been some lows. Probably not the best season, maybe didn't really accomplish what you want athletically in your career. But again, it's a microcosm of life. There's going to be successes, which we've all had in this room. There's going to be some failures. There's going to be some challenges. There's going to be times where, man, maybe this isn't for me. But the great thing about this group is perseverance. You guys have had that perseverance you've had the opportunity to trudge through. And irregardless from an athletic career, if it wasn't what you wanted, you learned so much from it. And at the end of the day, you're here graduating from University of Buffalo. So what does that mean? What's the next step? Whether you, again, some folks have eligibility, whether you continue to a more advanced degree, or maybe you start, a career of whatever your choice is. Very simple what happened in your career here at UB and what you've prepared for here at UB. It's going to be the same thing in life. There are going to be those challenges. There are going to be those changes. It's how you adapt. What's your resolve? How do you move forward? How do you learn from it to become a better person? At the end of the day, all you guys here are going to be outstanding employees. You're great teammates, okay? Great bosses, okay? You're going to be phenomenal neighbors. You're going to be outstanding husbands, wives, moms, dads, whatever the case might be. But that journey's not always easy. There's going to be times that you reflect back on experience that you've had here at UB where it's going to teach you something. And that's the great thing about playing sport at the highest level, the lessons that I learned. There's so many of them. The other important thing about this is the bond, as I like to call it. Stay tight with each other. You have an incredible bond with your teammates. You have an incredible bond with your coaches. You have an incredible bond with your academic support folks. Keep that relationship going. Be able to lean on those people in tough times. Be able to bring those people in times of celebration. Build upon those relationships. I was fortunate enough to be in Philadelphia last night with Coach Limbo, Coach Burke, Coach Hal Kovich. And there was a couple gentlemen in there that played football here 40 years ago, and they're tight as all get out. They've kept that relationship going, which is incredible to see that. It's incredible for them to relive the moments that they had here at UB. I'm very similar. You know, I had the opportunity to play football a long time ago, and you know, same teammates that we chat all the time. You know, the great thing about it for me is my stats seem to inflate every year, okay? I've gone from probably having maybe the amount of tackles, I think I said this to you before, Sean, maybe the amount of career tackles that you might have had in one game to, you know, leading tackler in Missouri history. But it's one of those things where, you know, for you guys to keep that bond, support each other moving forward, and the other thing too is support the university. And what I mean by that is not open up your wallets, which we'll probably get there, maybe 20, 30 years when you guys are CEOs, CFOs, COOs, or whatever the case is for your job, but be an advocate for the university. And what I mean by that is wherever you go back to, it could be here in Buffalo, it could be some other state, you know, it could be some other country. When you're wearing that UB gear and people don't know what it's all about, you know, be able to tell them, you know, who and what UB is all about, and your outstanding experience that you had at UB. You never know who you're talking to. It could be a prospective student, it could be a prospective student athlete, but you being engaged as an alum helps this university grow. You being engaged as an alum helps this athletic department grow. You being engaged as an alum helps your particular sport program grow. And it becomes an opportunity where we have that support, we have that engagement, and we continue to rise. And you guys are paving the path for, you know, the class of 2024 who's coming in here as freshmen, you know, this year. So be engaged, support the university the best way that you can, and always remember, there's people on the stage, there's people in these seats with you that went along this journey with you that are always going to support you, always going to support you. And that's what UB is all about. So definitely I'm proud standing in front of you as athletic director for you to get to this point, to earn your degree, walk across stage. And I'm excited, as we all are, to see what's next in your next chapter of life. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for the job well done in the classroom, the job well done in your sport, the job well done out in the community, and bringing that pride to all of Western New York. And last but not least, I want to thank the parents. I want to thank the loved ones that are out here. Me being a parent and me going through, you know, my first of 4 collegiate graduations, you know, last year, it's special. And, you know, we couldn't do it without your support and your love, you know, help pushing our young people along. So I want to thank you. And with that being said, I will turn it back over to our guy, Aaron Stang. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much for joining us today. Before we go, I'd like to thank Melanie Blizz, Sarah Schneer, Mary Claire Kuhn, Marcy Barbaric, Christina Sipier, Hannah Floss, and Amanda Kranick for all their help in planning and organizing today. Also, a special thanks to our production crew of Matt Walfrin, Tyler Bauer, Eric Carpy, and Paul Hawkinson for all of your work on today's event. And finally, thank you to the CFA staff for all their help as well. In a second, if we could have all the graduates make their way to the front of the stage for a group photo, we would appreciate it. Congratulations again to all of you. I hope you all have a wonderful commencement weekend. Please stay in touch. We can't wait to see all the awesome things that the future has in store for you. Thank you, and remember, you are forever a Bull. Have a great night. Paul's going to tell you where to stand. Where's Paul? Paul, you want some people on stage? Some people are coming on stage, others up front. It's going to be great. Be a good time.